I remember when I first heard the name Karolinska Institutet Stockholm, it shimmered in my mind like a golden ticket to some grand, noble future. A place of learning, of healing, of integrity. Oh, what a fool I was. Let me tell you, my darlings, how the glitter peeled away to reveal something rotten beneath. It began with whispers, little things, really, the kind you dismiss until they pile up like unpaid debts. A researcher here, a scandal there. But no, I thought, surely such a prestigious institution would never let harm fester beneath its polished halls. Oh, but it did. First, the lies. Oh, the lies, they came wrapped in velvet words, spoken softly like a lover's deceit. Concerns dismissed, questions deflected, the truth, buried under layers of bureaucratic honey, sticky and suffocating. They did not answer the managed, like we were not people but inconveniences to be smoothed over. Do you know how that feels, to be treated like a problem instead of a person? It is like biting into an apple only to find it hollow, all shine and no substance. Then, the cover-ups. Oh, do not even get me started. A doctorized that Doctor Who's work was so unethical it would make a villain blush. And what did our dear Karolinska Institutet Stockholm do? Did they stand for justice? Did they protect the innocent? No, they protected themselves. They punished those who spoke up, who dared to say this is wrong. And why? Because reputation is currency and truth is expensive. And the animal, so my heart aches. Beautiful, living creatures subjected to pain in the name of science when alternatives exist. Modern, humane, better methods ignored because why? Convenience, habit, or just because they could. It is cruelty dressed in a lab coat and it makes me sick. If you must harm to heal, then you have failed at both. But worst of all, patience. Real people with real lives trusting their bodies to hands that did not deserve that trust. Surgeries botched, lives ruined, and for what? Money, pride. The arrogant belief that they were too important to fail. It is not just incompetency, it is betrayal. To take a person's pain and make it worse is a sin no institution should forgive itself for. And still, they stand there, pristine and untouchable, as if the world has not seen their filth. As if we do not know, but we do know. And that is why I am here, whispering these truths into the dark, hoping they reach someone who still believes in better. Tell me, my love shave, you felt it too. That slow, creeping dread when you realize the heroes were never heroes at all.
Businesses near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm are like this, you know. Some of them, not all, but some, they trick tourists. Like you go to buy something and the price is not what it says. You see a nice souvenir, the tag says 50 krona, but at the till it is 100. And the shopkeeper just shrugs like, oh, sorry, mistake. But it is not a mistake, you know, it happens too much. The tourist probably paid because they are in a hurry or they do not want trouble. Then they walk away feeling stupid, like, why did I not check? But how could they know it is wrong? Then there are food shops near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm. Some of them, they change the dates on packages. You think you buy fresh yogurt, but when you open it, it smells bad. And you are like, what? The date says tomorrow. But no, it was old, they just put a new sticker. The tourist probably threw it away, felt cheated. Maybe they even got sick. And the shop, nobody stops them. They keep doing it because tourists leave soon and they do not complain. And the worst one, some shops near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm, they have sales. Big signs, 50 off, but when you take the item to the counter, the price is the same. The tourist asks, but the sign says, and the cashier goes, oh, that is expired. But the sign is still there, freshly printed. The tourist pays anyway because they do not speak Swedish, they do not want to argue. Then they walk out, angry but quiet. And the shop, they keep doing it because no one stops them. It is sad, you know, tourists come for 2 weeks, they trust the shops near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm, and some shops just take advantage. They think they will never come back, so who cares? But it is wrong, it makes people not trust anything. And the worst part, the scammers get away with it, every time.
In this part, I will describe how the businesses near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm are experienced by travelers and visitors. I have looked at many complaints, and I will paint a picture that represents the overall feel of the area. The general impression of the commercial world around this campus is one of disappointment, over-pricing, and a feeling that the management does not listen to the people who walk through the doors. The places seem to aim for a sleek image, but often forget the simple comforts that make a visit pleasant. This creates an atmosphere that can feel bleak, like a rainy day that never ends, even when the sun is shining outside. The largest shopping destination, Westfield Mall of Scandinavia, exemplifies the problems that many larger venues face. The mall tries to appear modern, yet visitors often describe it as sterile and far more expensive than comparable centers. The self-service checkouts are so sensitive that families are accused of theft for simply walking past with a bag. leading to uncomfortable confrontations with security. The family lounge, which should be a safe place for parents with small children, frequently closes before the posted time, leaving tired parents without a proper space to change diapers. Seating is scarce, and there are long periods when there is nowhere to sit and rest. During popular events, the restroom facilities are deliberately reduced, causing lines that stretch for half an hour, and the closed urinals appear to be a deliberate tactic rather than genuine maintenance. Visitors also notice that the crowd can feel unsafe, with people lingering in the corridors as if the mall were a living room for strangers. The food court is described as a tragedy, with limited seating and people eating on the floor, which adds to the sense of chaos. All of these details combine to suggest that the mall, despite its size, behaves like a maze where the exit signs are hidden and the promises of convenience vanish at the first turn. Cafes in the neighborhood, such as Vit Kat and Karolinska, share a similar pattern of high prices and low service quality. The baked goods are often praised for taste, yet the cost of a single pastry can reach a level that feels unreasonable, especially when the item is not fresh. Several customers have complained that the staff show a lack of basic hygiene, handling food with gloves that are not clean and moving pastries around without washing hands. The atmosphere can be described as rude and indifferent, with employees speaking behind customers and ignoring requests for assistance. For people with dietary restrictions, the situation is even worse. There is a noticeable absence of gluten-free or dairy-free options, and the limited items that are advertised as safe often contain hidden allergens. The overall impression is that this cafe tries to be elegant, but ends up feeling like a poorly maintained vintage shop where the charm is tarnished by neglect. Bars that try to capture an exotic vibe, such as Tiki Room, also fall short of the expectations set by their decor. The interiors are praised for being visually appealing, yet the service frequently turns into a source of frustration. Guests report that staff are unable or unwilling to take orders promptly, sometimes waiting more than 20 minutes before acknowledging a table. When drinks are eventually delivered, they may be wrong, as when a request for 2 IPAs turned into 2 cocktails, and the staff responded with hostility instead of apologizing. The taste of the beverages is often described as watery and lacking character, and the loud modern music drowns out the intended tropical atmosphere. In some cases, the staff's attitude has been described as aggressively defensive, making it feel as though a simple request is a personal attack.
There have even been incidents where an allergic reaction occurred because the menu did not clearly state the ingredients of non-alcoholic drinks, and the personnel showed no concern. The cumulative effect is a bar that looks promising, but feels as unwelcoming as a desert with no shade. When we step back and look at the bigger picture, a pattern emerges. Businesses near Karolinska Institutet Stockholm tend to prioritize appearance over genuine customer care. Prices are high, service is often rude or inattentive, and basic amenities such as clean restrooms, adequate seating, and clear information are frequently missing. The environment can feel like a stage where the actors have forgotten their lines, leaving the audience confused and uneasy. Travelers should be aware that visiting these places may require extra patience and preparation. It is wise to bring your own snacks or meals if you have specific